out onto the mat for breath work. Begin with a few deep breaths, just taking a notice on how that breath feels in the body. So it's a big inhale and exhale. We'll do 2 more here. Big inhale. 2 exhale. Then let's start bringing our focus more into where our breath is pulling. So we'll take our hands up onto our chest and take a big inhale into the chest, feeling the chest rise. And on the exhale, feel those shoulders fall back into the mat. 3 more. Big inhale into the chest. And exhale. Last 2, inhale. 2 exhale. Last time, big inhale into that chest. 2 exhale, feel those shoulders soften. Now let's take that breath down into the ribs, down to the lungs. On the inhale, feel the ribs expand. We're filling up into the back of the ribs, side of the rib cage, feeling those ribs spread open. And on the exhale, feel the ribs wrap around the front of the torso. 3 more here. Big inhale into the back and sides of the ribs. 2 exhale, feel the ribs wrap around the front of the torso. 2 more. Big inhale into the back and side of the ribs. Exhaling, feel those ribs wrapping around. Last time, big inhale into the ribs. 2 exhale, wrap around. Let's take that breath deeper now into the belly. Inhaling, feel the belly rise. Exhaling, feel the belly hollow down to the mat. Inhaling, we feel the belly button press up towards the sky. Exhaling, feel it hollow into the back. 2 more here. Big inhaling, feel the belly rise. 2 exhale, feel the air deflate. Last time, big inhale into the belly. 2 exhale. Let's fill up into the whole body. Big inhale, we fill up down into the low hips, into those ribs, feeling the chest rise. And on the exhale, feel the lower abdominal sling, the lower ab muscles. Start to press that air out like an elevator, coming all the way out to the top of the ears. Inhale, inflate the torso. To exhale, feel that air press out through the ears. On the next 2, mobilize that pelvis as you start to breathe. So it's an inhale, inflating down low into the hips. And on the exhale, we feel the pelvis start to engage. Feel the deep muscles, those low abs, start to press that air out, and it pulls us into a pelvic tuck. 2 more. Inhale, feel those hips tilt away as you fill up into the lungs. And exhale, feel the pelvis pull into a tuck. So this time, inhale, we'll feel our pelvis rock away. And as we exhale, we'll continue the tuck by lifting our seat, rolling up only to the tips of the rib cage. Inhaling once we're lifted, and exhale, melt the low back into the mat. Finally, dropping the pelvis back onto the mat. And inhale, let those hips flip back away. Exhaling, rock the pelvis. Roll through the low back to elevate the hips and land onto the ribs. Take a deep breath in into the back of the ribs. Exhaling, rock the small of the back down, then the pelvis, then the hips. 2 more, deep breath in, exhaling, tuck, scoop, roll up, inhaling at the ribs, exhaling, melt it back down. Last one, exhaling, tuck, scoop, rounding the back, roll up, inhaling once you're lifted, exhaling, melt it back down. Good, so let's add to this. We're going to keep the hips on the mat now, but the legs are going to come up into a tabletop. On the inhale, as we dip the toes down to the mat, feel the tilt of the pelvis, filling up into the ribs. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, press the small back into the mat as the knees pull in towards the chest. Inhale, tilt the pelvis to dip the toes. Exhaling, tuck the pelvis to pull the knees in. Inhaling, dip the toes. Exhaling, tuck the pelvis, pull in. 2 more. Inhale, dip away. Exhale, draw it up. 1 more time. Inhale, dip away. Exhaling to draw back up. Extend the legs. Same exercise. The toes are turned slightly up. The heels are pressing together. The inner thighs are tight. On the inhale, we'll dip away, lifting the small back just slightly. Exhale, tuck and pull the legs up. Inhale, little tilt away. Exhaling to tuck and draw up. 4 more. Inhale, tilt away. Exhaling, draw up. Here's 3. And 2. Last time. Good. Relax the toes back to the mat. Keep those heels lifted. On the inhale, lifting that left hip, let the knees fall over towards the right side. Exhaling, we'll swivel back through the waistband. To inhale, let the knees go over to the left side. Exhaling, back center. Inhale, rotate and reach. Exhaling to center. Inhale, rotate and reach. Exhaling, back center. 1 more each way. Inhale, swivel, reach the knees. Exhaling, center. Inhale, swivel the other way. Exhaling to center. Can we lift the knees in towards tabletop and find the same work? So on the inhale, we'll lift that left hip, swiveling the knees towards the right side. Exhaling to center. Inhale, lift the right hip, swivel to the left side. Exhale to center. 3 more. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhaling to center. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhaling to center. 2 more. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale back to center. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhaling back to center. Extend the legs. Same thing. Inhale, lift the left hip and reach. Exhaling, draw those legs back to center. Inhale, lift the right hip to reach. Exhaling back to center. 2 more. Inhale, left hip reaches. Exhaling back to the mat. Inhale, right hip reaches. Exhaling to center. 1 more each time. Lift and reach. To center. Lift and reach. Back to center. And relax those feet back onto the mat. So our spine should be feeling a little bit more mobile. We're going to start moving into our pelvic clock. So if I do a clock face and I set it right down onto the pelvis, it would be flat. I would drop a marble down into that clock. And the goal is that right now that marble is balanced right where the hands would meet at the center. And on the exhale, I want you to tuck the tailbone so that you would draw that marble up and into the belly button. Inhaling, let's tilt it over to the left side. And then tilt it down towards the pubic bone. Exhaling into the right hip, and then pull it all the way back up into the belly button. Inhaling to the left hip, and then down to the pubic bone. Over to the right hip, and all the way back up into that belly button. Need 2 more. Over to the left hip, and then down to the pubic bone. Over to the right hip, and back up into that belly button. One more time. Over to the left hip, down to the pubic bone, over into the right hip, and back up into that belly button. Let's reverse directions. So go over into the right hip, down to the pubic bone, over to the left hip, and back up into the belly button. Over to the right, down to the pubic bone, over to the left, and back up into the belly button. Two more. Over to the right hip, down to the pubic bone, over to the left hip, and back up into the belly button. One more time. To the right, pubic bone, to the left, and back up. Let's make it harder. Legs come into a tabletop. Now balance those knees. Imagine there's a tray on the shins. We don't want to see it fall. So we'll start on the exhale, top of the pelvis, pull your belly button into, or your marble, excuse me, into your belly button. On the inhale, tilt it over into the left hip, down the pubic bone, to the right hip, and back up. Over to the left, down into the pubic bone, over to the right, and back up into the belly button. Need two more. Left hip, pubic bone, right hip, belly button. One more. Left hip, pubic bone, right hip, belly button. Let's reverse. Right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button, right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button. Two more. Right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button. Last time. Right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button. Extend the legs. Can we do it with our legs straight? Our toes keep trying to reach the ceiling. We'll take it into the belly button to start. Down the pubic bone, into the right hip, and back into the belly button. Two more. Left hip, pubic bone, right hip, belly button. One more. Left hip, pubic bone, right hip, belly button. Let's switch. Right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button, right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button. Two more. Right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button. Last one. Right hip, pubic bone, left hip, belly button. Relax those legs. Take those legs open really wide for me. We'll let our legs fall over to the right side. Big stretch. Transition them up, fall over to the left side. Back up, and do one more each way. Right side. To left side. Go ahead, draw those legs back up. We're gonna roll onto our side for sideline leg series. Now, your options this week are the arm back, the head rests down into the elbow, prop the head up. Or, if you're feeling like making your work harder, take both hands behind the head, try to lift through the armpit and the ribs, and try to keep the body lifted as we perform our exercise today. Pick which one feels best for you in the moment. Extend your legs. They're piped forward just a little. We'll start with that top foot flex. Exhaling, press up to the sky. Point the toe to draw back in. Flex to lift. Point to lower. Flex to lift. Point to lower. Four more. And three. Last two. And one. Good. Flex the foot. Pause with that leg up. Hip tight. Exhaling. Sweep forward through the heel. Point the toe back. Reach behind you. So we'll flex. It's an exhale, exhale. Point. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale. Now both hands are behind the head. Try to keep that elbow angled up to the ceiling as you flex forward. Pause. Back. Pause. Three more. Flex forward, pause, back, pause. One more. Forward, pause, back, pause. Now hold the back. Give me little circles about the size of a quarter. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse directions back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Last time, and pause. Bend the knee to the chest. Extend the leg out, flex the heels, cycle back. Hold the back, bend the knee. Hold the knee forward. Extend the leg to the front, circle back with the heel. Bend the knee. With the bent knee, pull forward. Extend the leg. Flex foot, pull back. Point the toe, bend the knee, pull forward. Extend the leg. Pull back. 2 more. Last time. Good, let's reverse it. Extend the leg at the back. Find length on that leg, sweep forward. Bend the knee, pull back. Extend the leg. Flex the foot, pull forward. Bend the knee, circle back. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Very good. Bend your top knee, grab a hold of the toe or the ankle, roll the shoulder open, and try to press the top of the hip forward. Good. We'll try to roll that hip forward onto the mat, holding onto the toes. Keep your eyes out in front. Roll the shoulder open. Try to push the top of the foot into that hand, like you're trying to pull the arm away from the ear. Create a little bit more of a stretch on the bicep on the right hand, the right arm. Good. Let's take that arm back out in front. Let's switch sides. Grab hold of the toe or the top of the foot. Rolling the shoulder open. Try to press the foot into the hand, creating some space and opening up that chest. Let's rock it onto our side, opening up the top of the hip, front of the thigh. So we're going to roll it back onto our stomach, still holding onto that toe. Bend the other knee for me. Can we take our other hand back as well and grab a hold of the toes or the ankles? Roll the shoulders open and really look out in front. Find chest expansion, openness through those shoulders. Pull those thighs up, try to make your back arch. And on the exhale, relax. Drop that head. On the inhale, start to lift through the head. Find the turtle coming up and out of its shell. Press those feet into the palms and try to lift the thighs, opening up the shoulders. And relax. Last time, if you feel up to the rocker, you can add the rocker here. So we'll find our length out of the head, length on the neck, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. And if you feel up to it, lift the chest higher. And then rock the chest forward, lift the legs higher. Rock the chest, rock the legs. All right, relax it back down. Take those palms on either side of the shoulders. Bend the knees, come up onto all fours. Exhaling, round the back to the sky. Inhaling, find length on the front of the torso. Look out in front. Exhaling, tuck, scoop, round the back to the sky. Inhaling, find length, look out in front. One more time, exhale, tuck, scoop. Inhaling, find length. Good, find a flat back. Take your right hand behind the head. On the inhale, rotate the elbow to the sky. And on the exhale, not bending that left elbow, drop the right elbow down towards the mat. Inhale, rotate, open. Exhale, drop the elbow. 2 more. Last one. Good, let's switch hands. Left hand comes behind the head. Inhaling, rotate up. And on the exhale, drop that elbow, reach. Inhaling, rotate. Exhaling, drop and reach. 1 more. Very good. Let's take our head towards the other corner of the mat. We'll come lying back in.
Okay, options for the arm. Elbow bent straight. Drop the elbow up to assist the head. Or take both hands back, lifting to the ring, lifting to the armpit, and balance at the top. Extend the legs, heels are slightly in front of your neck. And on the exhale, again, foot flex, lift towards the sky. Inhale, you point the toes, lower back here. Flex to lift, point to lower. 6 more here. Reach to the heel, point the toe lower. Last time. Float the leg up, hip switch. On the exhale, sweep the leg forward, little pause to the front, point the toe back, little pause to the back. Exhale forward, pause, point back, pause. Exhale forward, pause, point back, pause. Here's 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Good. Hold that leg at the back. Reaching to the toe, little circle. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Reverse direction back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time. Good. Bend the knee, pulling it back towards the hip. With a bent knee, pull forward. Extend the leg. Flex the heel, pedal back. Bend the knee, point the toe, pull forward. Extend the heel, flex the foot, pull back. Bend the knee, slide forward. Last 2. Last time. Well, let's reverse. Extend the leg, reach to the toe, shoot forward. Bend the knee, pull back. Extend the leg, reach to the toe, flex the foot, move towards the heel. Bend the knee, point the toe, shoot the knee behind the midline. Extend the leg, flex the heel, pull forward. 2 more. Bend the knee, point the toe, shoot back. Extend the leg, flex the foot, pull forward. Last time, bend the knee, point the toe, shoot back. Extend the leg, pull forward. Okay, relax those legs back together. Roll onto your back. And we'll start with that left leg long, right leg straight to the sky. Flex the left foot. You can keep the hamstring down onto the mat, and also keep the small of the back connected to the floor. Open the arms up to T, squat the shoulder blades in on the front. Pointing the right toe, squeeze that left glute, and on the inhale, lift that right hip. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling, squeeze and lift. Exhaling to lower. 2 more. Squeeze and lift to lower. Last time. Squeeze and lift to lower. Now lift that right hip, cross it over the body. We'll circle down to line up with the midline, dropping the hip, circle open and back up. We lift the hip, reach across the body, slide it down, open out and back up. 2 more, let's add our rhythm and flow here. So the inhale, lift and reach across, control all the way down. Exhale, big sweep up. and lower the hips. Last two are all about rhythm and flow. We'll open the legs with precision as we slowly inhale as we reach down. Exhale, you want to quickly keep it around and up. Drop it. Open the leg on the inhale. Slow, kick around. Exhale, up, quick, and drop. Relax that leg. Slide it back onto the mat. Switching sides. Find length in the back of the right hamstring. Extend the left leg to the sky. Flexing the right foot, engage into that right glute, and on the inhale, we'll lift the left hip. Exhale to lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale to lower. Two more. Inhale and lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, last time. And lower. This time, inhale, lift the glutes. We'll keep it across the body. Keep your control when you lower down. Drop the left hip. Open out the side and up. Point the toes, lift the hip, reach across the body. Slow and control as we reach around. But quick and around. Last two are all about our flow. Lift the hip, reach across. You keep down. It's quick, out and back up. One more. Lift the hip across the torso, down, quick and around. And let's reverse direction. Slow as we inhale, open the left leg, keeping down. Exhale as we come across the body, that left hip comes up. Keep the left hip lifted as we line up the ceiling, and then drop the hip. Slow as we open. Across the torso, lift the hip. Keep the hip lifted as we line up the sky, and then drop. Last two, all about the flow. We're open it, slow and down. Quick as we come around, and up, drop the hip. Open the leg, slow and control down. Quick as we come around, and up, drop the hip. Relax the knees. Knees are bent, feet are open, about half apart. Let our legs fall the right side. And then fall left side. Let's bring it back up. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. And let the legs fall towards the left side body. Turn your head to look over the right shoulder. Find your rotation. If it feels like that right foot is sliding away, grab a hold with the left hand to keep that foot in place. We'll rock those hips back center. Let's switch sides. We'll place that right foot down. Left ankle over the right knee. And now let the legs fall to the right side. Turning our head over the left shoulder. And again, if it feels like the right foot is sliding away from the body, grab a hold of the ankle with the right hand. You can hold it in place. We'll bring our torso back down, dropping the foot back down. Extend the legs away. Inhaling, find length on the arms up to the sky. On the exhale, roll up to seated position. Once we're here, keep the arms behind, pointing the fingertips towards the toes. With the heel of the hand, really pressing back, and see if you can find a lift on the arms, opening the chest, stretch out those forearms. You rock your weight from the pinky finger more in towards your index finger. On the inhale, we tilt our head back. Exhaling, nod the chin to the chest. We'll relax down onto the forearms instead, still keeping those chests really wide. Let the head fall back. on the exhale, we'll lift and look towards our toes. Bend the knees up into a tabletop. On the inhale, rock those legs over towards the right side. Exhale, hold in center. Inhale towards the left side. Exhale in center. Bring to the stillness to our chest and our upper thoracic spine. We'll rotate towards the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, rotate towards the left. Exhale in center. Let's shoot it. Inhale, rotate towards the right. Extend the legs away. Reach the left to bend the knees back. Let's extend to the left. We'll rotate to the left. Extend the legs away. Bend the knees back up and into the right. Two more each way. Over to the right side. Sweep the legs out, around, and up to the left. Over to the left this time. Sweep the legs away and back up to the right. One more each side. Over to the right. Sweep them out and around. Bend over to the left. Switch directions. Over to the left. Out and around. Bend up to the right. And relax the feet back in. Rock your feet back up onto the right. On the exhale, try to roll through those fingers. We'll roll through the fingers, spreading the hands, coming all the way up to our fingertips, and then reaching our towards the toes. 2 big breaths here. Inhaling, breathe into the ribs, press those ribs open wide. Exhaling, relax forward. One more. Inhale, breathe into those ribs. Exhaling, melt forward. Inhale, right your spine. One more time, we'll take those hands by our hips. Rock from the heel of the hand forward towards the index finger. Start to lift the fingers. You spread those fingers wider, roll all the way up to the fingertips. Then you roll over the fingertips and now drop the wrist down. So you're going to stretch on the other side of the hand. Good. Sweep those hands forward. Grab the toes, 2 big breaths. Let's break that spine. And now you have made it today. Great